Hello, I'm RoboBeats and today I will show you how this robot works. I built this myself using Lego Mindstorm to play tic-tac-toe. The robot has to perform two main functions, scanning the grid and placing its block. To do both, the robot has to be able to access every single square of the grid. To do that, I needed to make the robot move in two different directions. So this arm here moves left and right to scan the rows, while the entire robot can move front and back so that it can scan columns. Let us now see the robot in action. The robot starts by calibrating itself by scanning this black brick and the empty square. It will then move aside and I will play. The robot will now scan the grid and then place its block in the best position. Once the robot has finished scanning and it knows that the game is a draw, it will end the game.
It's a draw. Well played.
Let us now see the finer workings of the robot. This motor moves this gear, which in turn moves this arm back and forth. Two wheels on the bottom support the arm and prevent it from falling. I designed the robot. Um, I designed the arm first and then worked my way to the main chassis. I originally started with this section and then added this part where the motor moves the robot back and forth, and then finally I attached the brick up here. After I attached the brick, I stabilized everything using struts, like mainly in the bottom over here. The many wheels are needed to distribute the weight everywhere so that no wheel is in strain. And this assembly over here helps align the grid to make sure that it scans everything properly. Thank you. RoboBeats out. Look at the code. I had to use Python rather than the standard EV3 coding language because I could not code the logic to for where to drop the brick in the standard language, and also had to do some complex things which would have been hard to do in the usual EV3 language. So I had to install EV3 developer on the brick, which allowed me to use Python with the brick. In this section, in the top section of the code, I import all the different things I need from online libraries. I then define my motors and sensors and tell it to which ports they are connected. After this is done, my main function gets initiated. In it, I first calibrate the robot and then I move on to this forever loop. In it, whenever the touch sensor is pressed, it will first scan the entire grid. Then, if it detects that the player has won, it stops the program. Same goes for if it's a draw. If it's neither of the cases, it continues and decides where to place the brick. That happens in the drop brick function. In the drop brick function, I first call different functions from my logic file to find out where I need to drop my brick. I then set that square of the grid as the computers and proceed to move there and then drop it. If the computer wins, it stops the game. Otherwise, it moves on and it's the player's turn again. Thank you. RoboBeats out.